hello out there, and thank you for joining my video. This is Brett Gurney with Valentus, and in this video, Peggy DiSalle's double diamond in Valentus. Well, she's a double diamond now at the time of this recording, but she very well may be a triple diamond or higher when you see the video, whenever that is. Okay, so she's going to interview the Prevail Max creator and formulator, Dr. Shawn Mueller. Okay, so thank you, Peggy, for providing this wonderful content so that we can all learn and become more educated on the Valentus product. And we will see you all at the end of the video, okay, for just a minute before I sign off. Thanks and enjoy. Bye.
All right, good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you are joining me from. This is Double Diamond at Valentus, Peggy DiSalle, and I have a very special guest on our Zoom today, and I am so blessed and honored to be spending this time with him, and that he's granted me this time together with him. So if you could please welcome my special guest, Dr. Shawn Mueller, the formulator of our amazing Prevail Max product and our Prevail Canine. Thanks for joining me, Dr. Mueller.
Peggy, it is always a pleasure.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. I really, really appreciate you taking the time, because I think everybody will be super excited to hear straight from the horse's mouth all about Prevail Max. So without further ado, let's get started. So my first question to you is, how does Prevail Max work? Can you explain it in a very simple way so that everybody can understand it that, isn't a doctor?
I will do my very best to do just that, Peggy. Why it works so well is it's not what it consists of. It's what we do with the formula during the manufacturing process. Because what we do is, a first point would be, we break down these very specific and select electrolytes into a much smaller form, which allows the penetration into the cell after you ingest it. So that's why it's a spray. You don't have to ingest it and wait a long time. You spray, it absorbs quickly through the palate of your mouth and into the bloodstream, and it begins to work its magic. But also, too, during the process of manufacturing, we do something, again, very special, because electrolytes can conduct and hold electricity, and we are electrical beings. Our bodies are electrical. We work with the polarity of these electrolytes, which allows that charge to take place within our bodies. So it's almost like charging our bodies electrically.
Okay, and why is that important?
If we don't have that charge in our bodies, our heart doesn't beat properly, our eyes cannot blink. You see where I'm going with this? Every single thing that we do, our respiration, everything is reliant upon a strong, proper electrical charge. And that's critical.
And that's exactly what Prevail Max does then?
It does exactly that. Mm-hmm. Exactly that.
Now, I've heard you say that it also goes in and kind of puffs up the red blood cells, and so it allows them to do exactly what they're intended to do. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Once these electrolytes make contact with our red blood cells, what transpires at that point is, when these electrolytes come into contact with the outer layer of the red blood cell, a change takes place. It's kind of like an electrical charge in layman's terms, without getting into too much detail. And what that does, it allows all that water that's already in our bloodstream, plasma, et cetera, accompanied by other nutrients that we ingest and take in, and oxygen that's present in the bloodstream, all that really good, critical, life-giving essence is then allowed to enter in and penetrate into the red blood cells, because it's our RBCs, our red blood cells, that transport all these life-giving nutrients throughout the body to all our tissues.
Awesome. So now, why should somebody use this? Let's even just give examples, just regular people, or, weekend warriors, or even, professional athletes. Why should they use Prevail Max?
It's simply because our bodies are so challenged by daily life. We need that electrical charge. We need the energy. PrevailMAX steps in and provides us that cellular energy that we need to go on. With that extended energy, we can transport nutrients better, like I just previously mentioned, to all the tissues, to feed them with that which is good, but also too through the detox process. So that has a positive and very profound effect.
Right. And well, we never talk about PrevailMAX as like a detox tool. So that's awesome for everybody to hear. So let's talk about the different types of people that could potentially use this product.
One common denominator that we all experience, whether it be a buildup of lactic acid through exercise and activity, but it's inflammation on a cellular level. And what PrevailMAX was able to accomplish, it was to minimize and balance that level of inflammation, which is critically important. Like everybody has symptoms of cellular inflammation, which is, it can be like arthritic symptoms, for example. I'm not saying it's arthritis, but the stiff joints, the soreness, and so on. All that is alleviated. Even canine with our four-legged family members.
Right.
It's the same thing. So getting rid of that inflammation allows us to do more at a higher level of productivity. Let's take the gym, for example. I work with a number of professional bodybuilders, and their workouts are incredibly intense. And it kind of goes back to the detox thing again that we had talked about moments ago. Getting rid of that lactic acid, it's a buildup. Right. So you don't want that there. But it's also preparing the muscle tissues. You're going to notice that your nitrogen level pump, if you will, for those who like to lift weights more than most, that pump is going to be very intense, and it's going to last longer simply because the increased blood flow to your muscles.
Right.
And it's a wonderful feeling, and it's going to enhance the growth level of your muscles. It's going to enhance your cardiovascular endurance to go longer, farther, faster. Right. It's going to keep you in the game. It's just going to keep you in the game.
Okay, my last question, and then we'll end it here. If someone does use it and they're really not feeling, any effects from it, what would you say to that person who, we know why we should use it, but if they're going, I'm just not really feeling anything, what would you say to that person?
Well, that's a great question, because we live in a world of instant gratification. That's just not how the body works. It really isn't. Most of our testimonials, people notice something right away. But there are those individuals, it does take a little bit of time. Part of that can be the detox, which I'm so happy we had the opportunity to elaborate on just a little bit, because, you got to get rid of some of the ick before you can start to feel the results of the good. Not to feel it right away, it can be that as a factor. It can be, a variety of different things. That's how the body works. So it's not about a product, it's about how the body responds to it. So sometimes you just got to give it a chance.
Well, Dr. Mueller, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I really, really appreciate everything that you do for us, and for bringing us this product, and for us being the ambassadors of this product. And I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right, good stuff, huh? Hey, listen, if you're on my team channel, Team Valentus United, subscribe to the channel and then get back with the person that showed you the video, okay? And if you are on my personal Valentus channel, subscribe to the channel and get the link out of the description below. Go to my website and learn more, contact me, find out whatever it is that you need to find out, and get yourselves involved in Valentus. And I would love to work with you and help you to build a team here, because that's what we do, and that's what we love doing, and that's what we're going to continue doing. So hopefully we will talk to you in the very near future. And once again, thanks for joining my video and for checking out this content. And right down in the bottom corner of the video, click the subscribe link for YouTube and subscribe to the channel so that you can see all my videos. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye now.